I would like to formally welcome you to the Firestarter slash BeFound SEO team. We do look forward to working with you and seeing how well we can get some results for our clients with your services. So I appreciate you working through this onboarding process with us and taking the time to view this video. The main thing we're going to be focusing on here is editing alt text for clients' websites. This is a major technical error that we have, and a lot of times this is one of the most voluminous errors that we have. There are some clients that have upwards of 1,500 missing alt text for different images. So we're going to run through kind of the process that you'll see. First things first, you will be receiving a daily email check-in in your email. So you should be able to evaluate what you have open and what is going on there, any tasks that you have, any things to focus on, and things like that. So you will not have this as read from the start. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this as unread just so that we see kind of the process overall. So as I go in to check for my daily work that I need to do, I open my daily email check-in email. There you will have any tasks that are assigned to you. I have just filler tasks here with the one that we are going to be focusing on today, input here as well. So you'll see a couple of tasks, and then we will go on to focus on the one that this video is specifically about. So the one that we are focusing on is going to be clean up alt text errors for CreteJack LLC. This is a little bit vague, but you can get a lot more information from an Asana task that will be included as well. So if we go and look in Asana, you should see the respective task that is attached. We have technical site cleanup assigned to CreteJack. So there you will see a list of all your tasks. And if you want to see kind of a top level view to understand what you have going on, you can go ahead and click that My Tasks section over here and see what's up. So as you can see from our email, again, it's a little bit vague, clean up alt text errors for CreteJack LLC. There is a little bit more information once you get into your Asana task. The specifics for this will be to spend 1 hour cleaning up image alt text errors for the client. You should be able to take care of between 75 and 100 alt text errors in this time. So there are many different ways to tackle this project, the first of which is going to be to audit any crawl errors that we have. Our tool, Agency Analytics, does this for us. We can see the site audit here, and it gives us a list of all the issues, and this is what the project managers track to assign individual tasks to individual workers. So the ones that we're focusing on today are going to be 155 images missing in alt attribute. Now you could go through and look at all these and change each individual URL, but the amount of time that would be required to do that just isn't effective for getting what we need to get done. As you can see, 155 errors already by itself is quite a few. There's quite a few that need some edits. So we have developed a plan of execution for these tasks, and I would like for you to follow this whenever you do get alt text edits assigned to you. So first things first, we need to log into the client's website. There are going to be two different areas depending on the platform and setup that you can find the logins. The first of which, in greater majority of our clients, will be found in what is called Manage WP. You should already have access to this tool. Your initial login will look like this. You'll have an overview. You don't have to worry about any of this. You can go into the individual websites that we have, and you will then be able to log into the WordPress dashboard of each one. So we will look for the client name, which it is going to be CreteJack LLC, as we can see here, CreteJack. So I will then go look at the Manage WP platform to see if they are loaded into there. And as we can see, CreteJack LLC is not loaded into Manage WP. So we do need to go and look for the other area that it can be found. And that will be found in the admin folder of the respective client. So usually where we start is the client project management folder. This contains all of the Firestarter SEO clients that we have on the books. It will contain all the same information, all the same folders and things like that, so you know right where you're going every time. If the client happens to be a bFound client, their information can be found in the bFound SEO folder. This folder looks very much like the Firestarter folder, and you can take a look at all the clients here as well. So we're working on CreteJack. We want to hop in there and look in their admin folder because that is where the logins and pertinent information will be found. So we will go ahead and open up the actual login document that contains the information. It has the login URL here, so I will go ahead and take that and copy it into my URL bar. It did not take the copy. I will make sure that that has been done. It looks like it is there now. And we are now ready to log into the WP dashboard for CreteJack. I just happen to be already logged in, so I'll go ahead and log out so we can look at the process for logging into this account. So I will go and take the username and the password from this document. This one's pretty easy. I can just remember the username to put it in. It's Firestarter SEO. You do make a note of the capitalizations within those. So I go in here and put my username in and paste that password that I pulled from the document and hit login. Now we are logged into the backend of CreteJack's website and ready to start executing alt text changes. The way that we have found to be the best at doing this and the least time consuming and most efficient is going to be to actually go into their media folder within their WordPress dashboard. I will then go to the first page, or first image, and take a look. They already have alt text assigned, so we can run through and find the first images that do not have alt text assigned. If these images do have alt text assigned, you do not need to worry about them at all. Just move to the next one. The point of this is to get alt text in. We can worry about the optimization and all of that down the road. So run through and find the first one that is missing the alt text. And it looks like the first one that we find is going to be this one here. This is a concrete leveling picture. It's got a level and a crack in the concrete. So I'm going to make this cracked concrete leveling. Press enter to save and move on to the next picture. This is another one that is lacking alt text. It is simply a sidewalk. So that is all. I will make that alt text. Continue running through measurement of driveway. Now, say you come up on something that you just don't know what to make the image, like this person right here. This is probably somebody that does have to do with CreteJack. This obviously isn't a stock image. So you can take a look here and see the title is actually Amber Freeman. So I would just go ahead and take Amber Freeman, put it in, and maybe attach bio photo for the alt text. Press save and run through. Now, say you didn't have this title here and it didn't give you a good indication of what the image was. You would then make a note of that in the Asana task and say, hey, I ran through and got 77 alt text implemented. There were 3 that I had questions about. Here are the URLs. And then the project manager can jump in and take care of what needs to be taken care of for that one. So you don't have to force it. If you have questions about anything, I'd much rather you ask the questions and then we can execute rather than some work that you're unsure of and we end up reporting it to the client down the road and neither of us are happy there. So once I have spent my hour working, I will then X out of the process. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that one's saved and X out here. I will then go in and make a note on the task and say I worked through alt text for 1 hour and got blank amount implemented. I had questions about these 3 images and need some help writing alt text for the file. URL1, URL2, so you get the gist of what we're looking at. Should you have any questions, feel free to reach out. This has been a training video from Firestarter SEO on the proper way to implement alt text on a WordPress backend. Thank you for spending the time once again, and I do look forward to talking to you very